Welcome to Eligio Business Solutions webinar series. We are a business technology consulting firm specializing in software consulting, implementation guidance, training, and tech support. In other words, we are committed to helping you grow your business through digital transformation. Today, we're going to learn about SugarCRM's Customer Journey plugin, also known as CJP. And to do that, we have Shelby Lamers, who is a product expert and a solutions consultant at Eligio. So let's dive in.
Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone. As she mentioned, my name is Shelby Lamers. I am a solutions consultant and SugarCRM expert here at Eligio. So thank you all for tuning in this morning. SugarCRM is a very multifaceted CRM system. Relationships in business are more important today than ever because we just don't have that same in-person, human-to-human interaction. Now, we all know that prospects are buying into you and their experiences based on the emotions that they're feeling around your interactions. So why not embed your best practices right into your CRM system for a fail-proof approach? Which brings me to the add-on, the Customer Journey plugin. So I'll share my screen with you guys. Perfect. So the Customer Journey plugin, otherwise known as the CJP, it lives in any module where a customer journey is required. So leads, opportunities, contacts, and accounts. So we're working in a demo space today, so this is all dummy data. We'll start in opportunities. If you click on an opportunity and you scroll down in the opportunity, you'll see various sub panels where you can log interactions or notes related to the module that you're in. CJP is always going to live at the top. It's a paid optional plugin that helps you to create, standardize, and visualize your business processes. So as I mentioned, if you activate this plugin, it will always live in the top sub panel here. In the middle of your screen, you'll see a select button with a little arrow down. Here you can select which customer journey template best suits this use case. So your customer journeys will vary from module to module. They may vary within each module depending on, if your customer has chosen a different journey, or perhaps it's different depending on where the lead came from, or perhaps different because of the size of the account or the opportunity. That's really for you to define. We'll choose Opportunity Quick Deal for today's example. In a future demo, it might be useful to show you guys how to actually build out these templates from an administration point of view. But today we're just going to show you how to demo from a user point of view. So we've selected the journey that we want. You can see what I meant by embedding your best practice right into the CRM, because it ensures that your customer is getting the service level agreement that you have designed for every client by clearly mapping out actionable steps for each process that need to be completed. It also helps to, at a glance, just quickly visualize where the customer is at within their decision-making process. Depending on your business needs, you may have more or fewer stages within each step. Administration has the freedom to completely customize these journeys for your users. So today's example is very clean, it's very simple, it's organized into 3 stages. So opportunity start, present solution, and close deal. This tool is a great way to gamify the workflow process for your users. Our clients have seen an increase in user adoption because it's so easy to use. It takes the guesswork out of what step is going to happen next. If your business is scaling, this is an absolute game changer for onboarding team members, as processes are clearly defined and you're just removing the risk of human error. If you actually click into each step, you can see there's a section here under description where you can write paragraphs describing information about that stage's intention, or perhaps you want to write out steps for how your user might complete that stage. And at this point, people could just be onboarding themselves, really. Over time, you may find an increase in your sales as well, because there's just no reason for missed opportunities when you're tracking your process at this level. The user needs to actually check off or check complete on each stage before progressing to the next one. As you can see, now that's turned green, indicates that that step is complete. There's also a time stamp on them, or a date stamp that you might notice. These ones are overdue, these ones are up and coming. When an admin is building out these templates, they define the rules in each step. So they can schedule dates, they can set assignment rules. You can see this little person here. They can set automations that are triggered when another task is complete. And of course, you can connect each step to other modules that you're using within Sugar. So for example, if you wanted to add a task, schedule a meeting, schedule a call, you can just save that action, and then you scroll down to the calls module, and you'll find that that call is just logged here. So you can do all of that activity right from the CJP, which is saving your users scroll time, click time. They can just do it all from one spot. Now you can see that little profile picture on the left, that's the assignee. These are all assigned to Chris Oliver. So they'll have a little notification when something is coming up. You may also notice the fun little icons next to Chris's photo here. If you hover over each one, it'll explain what they are. The green star is a customer task. The purple human is an internal task. That's something that the user needs to complete. This little filing photo is an agency task. That means that this action needs to be completed by a third party. And the little trophy icon here is a milestone. This doesn't often require any activity. It's just a significant step of the journey that it's highlighting for you. There's other various actions that can be applied within each step. If you click the arrow down, you can decide that perhaps this step isn't applicable to this particular user. Also, undoing any activity is just as easy. You click on edit, and then you can change it back to, in process or not started, for example. So not only does the CJP ensure process standardization, but it's an interactive guided path that gives everyone a more granular view on your customer's journey. It gives management the ability to monitor the effectiveness of your process. You can see, where are clients getting held up all the time, or where are users getting stuck all the time. It gives you the opportunity to review your process and adjust and refine where necessary. And of course, you can also produce reports on all of your users at each step. On the right-hand side in the intelligence panel, you'll see a few colorful dashlets that I've pinned here. The customer journey dashlet gives you a very high-level snapshot of where you are at in the customer journey. So you can see in this example, I'm 30% of the way through this one. With that, you may also recognize there's a huge opportunity here to have more accurate forecasts committed by your team, because they can see exactly how far away from the money they are. And that is a wrap for the customer journey plugin, guys. If there's any questions. The answer is no. Templates should only be created after you've really drawn out and really defined your process. If you need help defining your process, then Alicia's services can help you with that. The reason there's no basic templates for you to start with is because everybody's business processes should be unique, and the whole point of these is to really customize them and get them as granular as possible. Our implementations team can help to build out the templates for you once the processes are all defined. Alternatively, we can teach someone on your team how to build them and edit them. Automations work by setting up workflow processes or predefined business rules that trigger actions automatically in the background. So when Eligio or the administrator is building out these templates for you, that's when you define those workflow rules and those automations, or assign tasks or set due dates, etc. That's all programmed when you're building out the templates. And you can automate things like sending out email triggers, notifications internally, creating tasks, or even scheduling meetings.
And that was the Customer Journey plugin for SugarCRM. Thanks, Shelby, and thank you for joining us.